Hey, and welcome back to the afterbirth, or whatever. I feel like I should warn everyone that I have a disease, and I'm just very sick. I am very sick, and it's good that I have diagnosed that I am very sick, and I'm probably gonna die soon.
I would also like to let the audience know that I am at least, I want to say 5 to 10 miles away from Ariel's current location. So, I'm fine. Like, I'm great. I'm not gonna die, so, just peace of mind. I
mean, okay, full disclosure, it's the same, I get this every year. At least once a year, sometimes twice when my body really hates me. The regularity of these symptoms is actually how I got diagnosed with asthma, because sometimes it becomes bronchitis. Although, now that I am actually treating my asthma, I haven't gotten bronchitis in a while, so yay! But, I still get the death cough, so...
Right,
that permanent...
But it could be worse. You could have bronchitis. I feel like if this game was more realistic, Link would be coughing with you. The virtual reality shit.
I mean, there's a lot of, fog under the afterbirth boats.
Stop it! I do not enjoy! Oh my god. Cough on the Stalfos.
You know what? That might work.
But
wait, he doesn't have lungs, Brian. Don't you know that undead are immune to alchemical gas?
Okay, alright. Well, maybe if you cough directly on the bones, the virus will seep into the marrow and proceed to do nothing because there are no cells.
Again, if this becomes bronchitis and they have no lungs, I don't see how that's going to help.
I mean, I think it's worth a shot. Honestly,
I disagree.
Well, what do you lose by just coughing on it a couple times? It'll only take a second, and if it works, hey, you don't need to fight him anymore. I don't see the problem. I don't see the problem at all.
I mean, I jumped off the ship before it started sinking because I knew, to do that. But yeah, the ship sinks.
If you don't jump off of it, will you die?
Yes! I have definitely done that as a child.
Wow, that's okay.
That's why Navi's like, quick, you gotta jump off the ship! And I was like, what? And I'm dead.
Is it just like you lose a quarter heart?
I think you have to do the boat ride again.
Oh, phooey. Fuck that.
I don't remember. It's been a long time.
Yeah, well. I know that I wouldn't have reacted. I wouldn't have reacted. I would be like asking questions. Like, where's the hole? Maybe we can plug it. Oh, you died.
Yeah, I just got punched to death.
That guy was probably going for a sale at Target or Kohl's.
I mean, you just
got in his way.
Floor master, which. Hang on, can we talk about the fact, I feel like I've brought this up before because it's something that's always bothered me. Why are wall masters the monsters that hang on the ceiling, but the monsters that are on the floor are floor masters? Like, why did ceiling masters just sound too stupid? Because I guess it does kind of sound stupid.
I mean, purely by speculation, it seems like they would want to keep the linguistic symmetry with the syllables. Like, they want one syllable and then master. So, shit master would be appropriate, but fucking master, that would not. See?
I guess.
See my logic? Oh my god. I guess you could call them seal masters or high masters.
I like
or
roof
stalactite
masters.
master. You like what?
Roof masters.
Yeah,
upper floor masters.
Upper floor master. Elevation masters, altitude masters.
I mean, I would have liked void, but I just like the word void. I need to get some void elementals for my library. So I can stare into the void and the void stares back.
Don't they drag you into a void though?
I mean, they kind of bring you back to the beginning of the dungeon, but there's a teleporting sound effect, so it could be void.
Yeah, if they dragged you into like a portal, they could just all be called void masters, and this would avoid the issue at hand entirely.
Are the floor wall masters and are they still called that in Wind Waker?
I don't think there are any in Wind Waker.
Yeah, actually. There are. They're the fucking shadow arm portal things.
Oh, really? Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, those are floor masters, but they're no wall masters.
Yeah, they should be called void masters. Jesus.
Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Shit, I can't believe I didn't remember.
I can't believe you didn't remember your OG Zelda game. God.
Yeah, I know. I'm ashamed. I know. You know, Ariel, this might be easier if you took off the boots.
No, Brian!
Because you wouldn't have to worry about slip sliding off the cliff. Maybe. No, I don't know.
Brian. Taking off the boots is for the weak. Except for the puzzles that actually literally require you to take off the boots.
Yeah. But
also, again, if you slide off with the boots, you don't fall into the void. Well,
immediately, but eventually.
I mean, you get like 2 seconds to Wile E. Coyote your way back. I just can't aim it right. I'm getting frustrated myself, and I know I was frustrated because I'm not aiming it right.
I mean,
and then when I do aim it right, I don't throw it far enough, which just doesn't even make sense.
It seems like you're too far back.
Gold Skull Tool. It doesn't matter because all the other rewards suck.
Are you ever gonna bring them back?
Yeah. I bring them back whenever I'm in the village.
Okay, well.
But all the other rewards suck, so I stop caring. I just kill them so that they'll stop going.
Yeah, no, that honestly, that would be my main motivation. Yes.
Did I actually get it yet? Not yet. God damn it!
Oh fuck! How many times do you have to do this?
3.
Take off the boots!
Do you mean how many? Brian, taking off the boots isn't gonna help.
Yes, it is, because it seems like you're stopping short of the cliff so you don't fall off. But
I'm stopping short of the cliff so that I don't overshoot it.
No, that's what I'm saying, but you're slipping and sliding.
Made it.
But you're sliding with the boots. You could stop closer to the cliff if you didn't have them.
No, I think the problem would be worse if I didn't have the boots, because if I didn't stop in time, I would fall off and have to do it again anyway.
I mean, like, just don't fuck up. Like, it seems
thanks.
like the solution here. I'm just saying.
No, Brian. You got to fuck up 5 million times in Wind Waker.
I mean, I didn't get to. I got called out for that shit.
Look. 47 times the charm, I did 3 in a row. Okay? And it turns out that the key, there wasn't even a key in this. It was just money. So
are you fucking serious?
Yes. I was only doing it because the last one had a key.
Okay, whatever. What fucking whatever. But my question, I do have a question. Are there giants in Hyrule? I know there are giants in Termina, but are there giants in Hyrule?
I don't think so. Besides the giant Goron. Okay.
Who the fuck are those stairs designed for? Then.
Exercise enthusiasts.
Exercise enthusiasts. Okay, alright, I gotta do a pull-up just so I can go to bed. Like, I gotta go do 14 of them.
Alright, so this room, I actually remember specifically the page in the walkthrough I had as a child.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, oh, you walk into this room and the spikes are coming in to kill you! But luckily, you will notice the spikes are made of wood, and therefore flammable. So use Din's fire, and you will live. That's not the exact wording, that's the summarized version.
Well, okay, then. And where'd you say you got that?
The, strategy guide I had as a child.
Ah.
My dad had this thing for getting me strategy guides. I still have a lot of them, but I don't know where my Ocarina of Time one went. I know it got water damaged at one point.
I have a lot of them too, but honestly, I would just use them for entertainment value a lot of the time. Because, except for once, when I was at the end of Paper Mario, the 1,000-Year Door, and I couldn't beat the final boss, I got a guide to help me beat the final boss, and it didn't help me beat the final boss, so that's wasted money, but whatever, it's fine.
I think I talked about this part in A Link to the Past, that I actually couldn't beat it without a walkthrough, because I was using a walkthrough because I was lazy, and then I had to return it to the library when I was in the last temple.
Oh no.
And I could not for the life of me remember what I had done and what I hadn't done, and I couldn't like retrace my steps or anything.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
I was so screwed. But Minish Cap, I had it, but I think I mostly just looked through it for art stuff, because I don't remember Minish Cap being that hard. Let me see. Ocarina of Time, I do remember using it for a few things. I also remember what it said about the end, which I'll say probably when we get to the ending cutscene. Because the walkthrough's little description of the end is part of why I've always found the ending so depressing.
Yeah, no, like, I definitely got walkthroughs for images and writing as well, but rarely did it, like, make it worse.
Okay, so there was one thing. So the Kingdom Hearts one I used for hidden bosses. Because the Kingdom Hearts walkthrough has the Phantom that can be fought after you beat Neverland and is a pain in the ass. And I don't remember his name, but he's in a part of Agrabah. He's like a fucking four-armed robot thing. He's also a pain in the ass.
Right.
I don't think I actually beat either of them as a child. But god damn it, I tried! But it also came with this poster thing where you could keep track of all the Dalmatians. And I know you're not familiar with the game, but one of the things you have to do, or you don't have to do it, it's one of the side quests, is, there's a bunch of chests that have 3 of the 99 Dalmatian puppies.
Right.
And you get, like, rewards, sort of like the Golden Skulltulas. You get rewards for finding the puppies in the chest and bringing them back to their parents.
Like a fetch quest.
Yes. So there's a certain number in every world. So the game came with a poster and some stickers so that you can mark off which ones you found already. And that was pretty handy. And I definitely used the walkthrough to get all of the Dalmatians. Also, it's Bongo Bongo time. And I always love this cutscene with the hover boots on.
It's Bongo Bongo time! Woo! Whee!
It's like, I want to make you float, but I can't because this cutscene is... You have to fall back down.
Yo, fuck it. I would just jump off the drum. This isn't worth it. There's no way this could possibly be worth it.
Right, it's acid off the drum.
No!
And this is a boss that should not be hard, but it's just something else that I have a hard time in this playthrough for no reason. I know exactly how to beat this boss. I know exactly where to hit him and when to hit him, and part of it is because Navi doesn't cooperate with me. So I go to Z-target his eye after shooting his hands, and she's like fucked off way on the other side of the screen. So then I don't, and then I can't manually aim in time because he's bouncing you up and down.
Right.
And then I die. So that hurts. That's why it takes me multiple tries. Spoilers.
What if you brought your own drum? Would that help? Could you be friends?
Considering he's the great evil from the bottom of the well, I don't think so.
But he loves drums.
I also love in the bongo bongo music. I don't know how well you can hear it. He goes like boom, boom, boom. And then in the back there's just a
No, I can't hear that.
I want to turn it up a little.
Okay.
Awesome. Because it's far from over, Brian.
I can see that. I can see. Oh my god. You know, this is kind of like a pump-up song, but it seems to me like there are multiple interpretations. Either it's far from over because I'm coming back for you, bitch, or it's far from over because I have a lot more suffering to do.
Yeah. I mean, yes. I think this is the run. We'll see it in a second. There's one run where for some reason I just go flying into the void. And I
like
don't
my planet needs
why.
me type fly?
No, like there, right there. I just fucking slapped into the void.
Why are you going to the fire temple?
Because I was having the Great Fairy restore my magic.
Okay.
Basically, that's the easiest Great Fairy to get to, so I warped there.
Alright. You know, if I didn't die in the Great Deku Tree, or the fucking Chopper Chopper's belly, if I didn't get grossed out by the Zora Queen, and if I didn't burn to death in the Fire Temple, I'd probably die here, and I'd just quit. Fuck it.
Anyway, you missed the because I had that big edit over all my other attempts.
No, you know what I would do? You know what I would do? I would go back in time as Child Link. I would destroy all of the bongo drums in Hyrule, and then I would come back. And no more bongo bongo. So problem solved.
Real talk. I forgot this was a 3-heart run for a second, and I'm like, why am I not picking up the heart control?
It would make things so much easier for me. Oh yeah, I'm challenging myself.
That's probably why I was having a hard time with this playthrough in general. Me sitting here being like, I don't know why I'm having such a hard time. Well, yeah, you die in like 2 hits. You're not used to dying in 1 or 2 hits. In retrospect, that becomes pretty obvious.
Yo, this is gonna sound weird, but I'm kind of getting Liam Neeson vibes from Impa.
I can see it.
I can't quite say why, but it's just the way I feel, man.
Yeah, I mean, it seems legit.
Alright. So, she was imprisoned by Ganon, right?
No, she's one of the ones who went into the temple, like Saria. Mm-hmm. She went into the temple to try and fix it, but we don't actually run into her, like we did with, Darunia and Ruto.
Okay.
I don't know how. It didn't seem like the temple was that big. I mean, it kind of was, so maybe she was, like, in one part while we were at the other part, but she doesn't have the Eye of Truth. But maybe she's one of those people who trained her eye to see the truth.
You can train your eyes to see truth?
I mean, that's what the old man in the village says.
Man, we need to train our lawyers with that shit.
Oh my god.
But she wasn't inside the crystal thing. You were inside the crystal thing when you warped to this
Yes.
realm, right?
No,
Okay,
that crystal is a friendly crystal.
Okay, it's
There's
a nice
crystal
crystal
later that is not a friendly crystal.
It's this crystal will give you a massage. The other crystal will leak your address information to the media.
You know what? I wouldn't put it past that other crystal. Alright? It's kind of a dick. Anyway, tune in next time where we're gonna do Gyarados shit. Awesome.